think today we'll have a look at playing a couple of three feel ideas. They're pretty old and they sort of pop up in funk and rock and all kinds of stuff. We'll look at doing the eighth note version first, and what we're going to do is we're going to play a quarter note on the left foot, and we're going to play a bass drum pattern that's in 3/8. This probably sounds confusing initially. It just means that we're going to play the first two notes of the group of three. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So the 3 is being rested. Now when we lay this as eighth notes against our sort of quarter note thing, we end up with 3 quarter notes, or we end up with a block of 3, 4, and we're going together, right, left, right, together. So I'm trying to do it really slow. Together, right, left, right, together. So together, right, left, right, together. Together. Okay, so hopefully that gives us the idea of what the pattern's going to be, or the framework's going to be. Now, if I'm playing eighth notes on the hi-hat, I tend not to play this part here because it makes a kind of a sloshy sound on the hats. So we're going to take that bass drum pattern, lengthen it out to 2 cycles. So we end up with a bar length at 6 quarter notes, so we're playing in 6/4. We're going to catch the snare drum on the 2, the 4 and the 6. So if we just get rid of the hi-hat for a second, we'll play the bass drum part against the snare, or with the snare. So we're going start to hear that 3 against 4 coming in there. So we'll add some eighth notes on top of that on the hi-hat. That's what we get. One extra note there. Anyway, now that's the framework. What we're going to do is we're going to take the bass drum pattern and step it up 1 notch. So rather than playing just 2 eighth notes, we're going to play, so before we're counting the bass drum pattern as being 1, 2, 3, rest. Oh sorry, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, playing notes 1 and 2 out of those 3. So if we put a note between our 2 eighth notes, we end up with 1 and 2, 3, 1 and 2, 3, 1 and 2, 3, 1 and 2, 3. 3, 3, 3, 3. Now, I'm using toe, heel, toe to play the 3 notes together. So if we just take the first half of the pattern, we're going to end up with this framework. I'll play it with my hands. 1 E and 2 and a 3. 1 E and 2 and a 3. So that, I'll play it on the toms. Let's substitute the tom for the bass drum. Get some idea? So let's put some hi-hat notes on top of that. We'll just play this as a bar of 4/4. let's add the second half. The bass drum's doing the same thing, it's just moving to its alternate cycle. So rather than being on the 1 and 3 counts, so now it's on the 2 and the 4. Well, in this case it's going to fall onto, what is it, count 4 onto 6. So it's going to be 40 and 5 and a 6. Ooh, rough. That's better. So we'll do the whole thing. Forgot where I was for a second. Anyway, until next time.